Alright, we back with another video, fam. You know I gotta do it for y'all, bro. We gotta bring y'all something I haven't done before, because y'all want to see it. Somebody commented in the comment section. I'll pop that up on the screen right here. Commented and you're like, yo, give us a little mini scheme, you know, show the blitzes in actual game. So I'm gonna do that. But the thing about it is, I'm gonna have to switch my playbook just for y'all. When I play an actual game, you will see me using the blitzes that I posted in the gameplay today as well, because I'm working on myself. I'm working on posting 2 tip videos and a gameplay every single day, and that's gonna be what I do for y'all, because y'all are loving me, y'all appreciate me, and I definitely appreciate y'all back, man. So shout out to the 155 subscribers we got, man. We just keep growing every day. Every day we just moving, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna keep doing my thing for y'all, bro, and thank y'all for appreciating it. It's nothing more special when you do YouTube and you see the appreciation that people are giving you. But I ain't gonna do no more talking, man. We're gonna get right into the point of this video, the scheme. I'm gonna jump right into the formations, the route combos, how you gonna beat these coverages, all of that. We're gonna get right into it right now. So let's get it, man. This year, what a lot of the stuff you seeing is like a lot of crossing patterns. A lot of YouTubers have talked about this already. A lot of Madden pro players have talked about this already. But you're gonna see a lot of crossing patterns. So a lot of people you will see sets like this Y trips one slot. You will see a lot of sets like this where there's, you know, tight end, 3 receivers, running back. Now with this Y trips one slot, it's really good, because you always want your running back to run to the side of the tight end, because you know the tight end can seal blocks better. So that's gonna be good. You can give the ball to your tight end, but I mean, not give the ball to your tight end, but you can give the ball to your running back a lot more, because you're going to be running to the side of the tight end. But with this specific, you know, set of plays here, there's really not a lot to tell you. Like, it's really basic, it's straight to the point, and as long as you listen to what I'm telling you, it's going to work just fine, and you're going to do just fine. It, like, honestly, this year with Madden, you have to be patient. You have to move the ball down the field. A lot of people are playing bend but don't break. You have to get good at scoring in the goal line. You have to get good at scoring in the goal line, and you have to be able to move the ball down the field. You don't want to take threes, because threes throw everything off. But the first play that I'm going to talk about out of this mini scheme is the PA wide receiver in. Now, a lot of people look at this concept, and this play used to be a really good play in Madden 16 and 17, but the thing that makes this play special is this post route and the wheel route that's attached to it. This post route was from the Z-spot concept. A lot of people really miss the Z-spot. I think there is a playbook that has the old Z-spot in it, but there's not a lot of playbooks that has regular Z-spot in it, and people aren't going to get that playbook just for one play. So with this play, you get that route back, because it is important. It is really good, and it would tear up cover 3. But you have to be able to set up things behind it, you know, to be able to have options. So I will show you guys how those 2 routes both will kill cover 3 if your opponent's users are bad, and if they're not making good adjustments to stop the middle of the field from being wide open. But I'm gonna go to cover 3 first, just because, you know, that seems to be the hardest coverage to beat as of right now in Madden 18, especially for me. I know I've had a little trouble beating it, but this play has helped me beat it a lot. So I am going to get into showing you guys that. Now, another thing is, I'm not showing you guys exactly the things that I do in games, like the exact plays that I would like to go to in games. Like this formation I only bring out occasionally just to run this play, just to beat cover 3. But that's not to say that this isn't a good formation and it's not a good scheme that you can run out of this. But the first thing that you want to do, you see the post route, you just want to get onto them, hot route them, quick adjust them, whatever you want to call it. You want to smart route it, make it a little bit shorter. Doug Baldwin gonna run that route, you know, that will route up the seam, which this can kill cover 2 as well. And I usually put Jimmy Graham on a streak and leave this the exact same with Jermaine Kearse. If I don't leave it the exact same, I'll put him on the short end, or I'll put him on a slant. And this is just you know, give you some options. You can probably even drag them. I like to do ends and drags, and I always usually put Thomas Rawls or my running back on a little route to the outside, just so you can have options. But what you're looking for against this cover 3, if you're not hitting that small route that you saw develop there, you want to hit that part in the seam. because that's gonna be there a lot more times than it isn't. You know, so if you can hit that post route in the seam, you're gonna be golden out of this formation and out of using this play. You're gonna be really good if you can hit the seam. You see, you get it there. You always want to possession catch that ball because it's gonna be tough to, you know, to make a catch in there and rack catch it or aggressive catch it, because a lot of times now with these hits, they jar the ball loose really easily, but it's really easy to catch everything when you possession catch it. So work on possession catching balls. Don't really worry about getting the extra yardage. You see he bumped the guy there, so you could take that dump down. That's a huge ton of yardage right there. I just got 20 yards on like a 3-yard pattern. So, you know, you just gotta, you know, take what the defense gives you. Bend but don't break is a really nice strategy, but if you're getting scored on, what are you gonna do? And now I'm gonna talk to you guys about this little wheel route that Doug Baldwin runs. It's a really nice route, and it's a tight window against cover 3, especially even cover 3 press. It's a really tight window, and if they're not putting their guys in cloud flats, you're gonna be able to hit this every single time because purple zones are broken. And I'm telling you, you see it's a really tight window. Like, you can barely fit that in there. And that, I don't know if that's a safety or a corner, but he played that really good. A lot of times I've been throwing this route just because you can fit it in there. You see, it's really tight though. It's a really, really tight route. Like, it's really hard to put that ball in the right spot. You got to pass lead it toward the outside away from the safety, so that, well, the safety or the linebacker in that zone, so they can't get to the ball. But you see it working there. And, you know, I'm just going to keep beating it up here just so you guys see that it's not a joke. Like, you can hit that route consistently against cover 3 press, cover 3 sky, any type of cover 3. Well, not any type, because if they hit you with like a cover 9 look, that's going to be kind of tough. Or even if they got cover 3 with seam to flats, then that's going to be tough as well. But in general, you can hit that route a lot against cover 3. So that's really good. And another thing that you can do to make this even more explosive, you can give yourself more underneath options. So I might, you know, put Doug Baldwin on a slant. Then you can put Jimmy Graham on this in route like this. Drag Jermaine Kearse. And then you can still look for the post though, because now you got so much occupying the middle, you can still look for the deep post, as I make a bad read there. But you can still look for the deep post over the top, because there's going to be so much going on in the middle that it really doesn't matter, you know, what you do in the middle. Like, you'd want to have options, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with, you know, getting a tight spiral into the spot. So you could do something like this, and I would personally still look for the post. Like, you see him play it a lot better right there, but it gets open, boom, that's a dot, you know. So the main targets for these plays are the deep post and the wheel route. But if you're going to make different adjustments out of this, you can leave it the exact same. You don't have to do much, and you can do something like this. Put your running back on a swing route to the opposite side of you, and then you see you got more options now. You see he's wide open. That corner, that linebacker, that safety, whoever's playing that zone over there, he's responsible for that wheel route. So he will not play this flat route that's coming underneath, and it's going to be all day long. You can get a ton of yards. You see I threw it a little early there. You got to let it develop some, but in general, you're going to be able to get a ton of yardage if you just, you know, learn how to put routes together and learn how to beat these coverages. You see I can still throw this all day. It's all about what you're willing to risk. You know, it's high risk, high reward offense. It's really, really good though if you get good at running it. And it definitely is nothing wrong with running it. You see 10, 15 yards, you break a tackle that's 20, 30 yards. It's great. But we're going to get into the next play out of the scheme, man. And, you know, like I said, I appreciate you guys for enjoying me. So that's why I'm doing this for you guys. I have never done this before. This is my first time. So bear with me. If it's not good, I will work on myself in the future and getting better at this. I don't know why, but 4 verticals kills cover 3 this year. It doesn't matter what they're doing. 4 verticals will cover 3. You don't have to make any adjustments. You hit them with a pass lead down, boom, that's a dot. Possession catch it every time. Once this RB, Doug Baldwin, once he gets up the seam and this guy is no longer playing him, hit him with a pass lead down, and that's a dot all day long. Like, you possession catch that, people's users are going to be all over the place. You know, it's really nothing to it. And then you can check down here. You got a bunch of options, you know. You can even make it a little bit more, you know, more available as far as doing something like this and putting Tyler Lockett on like a drag. Then you can wait, and you see him playing that hard, so you give it to Tyler Lockett, get you some yards. Ooh, he got killed. But you get you some yards, man. Take the dumb downs. There's nothing wrong with taking the dumb downs. We're going to get into another play. I'm going to show you guys 4 plays out of this formation. It's strong flood. Strong flood is a concept. It's like the flood concept is a really good concept. I think it's better with like a corner route, but it's still a really good concept. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm saying to you right now. Streak Jimmy Graham. Put this guy on a drag. Well, put Jermaine Kearse on a drag. Put Lockett on the slant. And then I would put Rawls on the route just to, you know, have more options. But against cover 3, you're going to see him either leave this drag wide open like he just did, or you're going to be able to fit a tight pass to the sideline. If you can fit that tight pass to the sideline, throw it all day long. If you have a good quarterback in Mutt, fit that pass in there all day long. It's nothing wrong with throwing it. It's a really tight window though. Like you see, this is going to be a down pass lead. So, and he got to that ball. So you probably don't want to pass lead it down. You probably even want to low point that ball. Just so it's a little bit easier for you to fit it in that spot. But I would probably low point that ball. Yeah, see, it's a tough pass lead. So you're probably going to have to pass lead it to the sideline, which with the quarterbacks at Mutt right now, I know Team of the Week just came out. This is going to be a really tough play. But once the good quarterbacks come out, you know, this is going to be all day long. You can get that pass lead, get the toe drag swag, and you're going to get a ton of yardage. This is good for, like, 4th down situations. I know it doesn't seem like it, but, like, a lot of people can't defend out routes on 4th down situations. I know a lot of times I like to throw out routes on 4th downs, but, you know, this right here, and you see him running across the field, that's a tough read. But just in general, like, set this up like this, and you know this is golden. You know, you're gonna be good, and you can still put your running back on this little route here, and then you see him get open there. If you put the running back on that route, that brings the other zone down for you to throw that ball to Tyler Lockett. So you just have to manipulate the coverage and be good at making decisions that are gonna, you know, set you up for success. And I know you guys are probably wondering, like, well, you know, you're only showing us cover 3. Yes, that's because if you can beat cover 3 with these plays, you can beat anything. You don't have to really worry about anything. And if somebody's playing hard man coverage on you, like hard man coverage with no help over the top, run wide trail. Double moves will kill man coverage all day long. You don't have to worry about it. But comeback routes aren't that good this year. Corner routes can be defended by man coverage this year. The cornerbacks play really well this year. But another play that's really good is this PA post cross shot. It's really hard to, you know, let it develop, especially with people's users. People's users are really getting good on this game. But I would do something like this and probably even slant him, drag him, and then leave everything like this. So you see, this is a tough play to let develop, but it is there. You know, you play the levels concept with this basically, and you know, it's nothing wrong with that. You know, as long as you're getting a good pass off, you're gonna get a good amount of yardage. You see that I'm down pass leading that all day long to a dog ball when that's a good route, and you can throw this a lot. But with people's users, a lot of people are really good at defending the levels concept because they'll play a level, and then since it's a level and it's all going one way, they'll like kind of work up as they're moving across the field, which is really smart by a lot of people. But at the same time, you just got to be smart enough to see, you know, where the opening is, and you know, be able to predict where they're going to go with their users before they actually do it. Man coverage is so simple. Beating man coverage, literally, I don't want to just show you guys like a money play to beat man coverage, but like, for example, hold on, wait, that's the wrong formation. But for example, let's say we're in the PA wide receiver end. This is all day long. If you get a man coverage look with no safety help, like a man blitz, like, let me see something good. Coverage, like, I just want to get a good example here with this wheel route, because when they typically the corners don't meet them like that. Like when they run around like that in Mutt, I have not seen a cornerback meet my player like at the line right there and keep going up the field with him. So I think a lot of people are baselining or even pressing, and I think that's what becomes the issue, because you see when he baselines, he gets to step on him, and you can throw that. Yeah. So a lot of people are baselining in their coverage. When people baseline, you should be able to throw this wheel route all day long, because there's not going to be any, you know, especially with this, you see that guy's playing kind of tight, you can put him on a streak or something. I would personally put him on like a zig or something like that, because that's like a double move route, and that'll kill him every time. You see, he runs the route. I got freaking heated. But you see him baseline, you can look to that wheel route, or you can zig this guy, slant him, and you see a lot of times Thomas Rawls is just going dumb right now. He's not blocking anybody, but he's beating him. You want to create separation. That's the point. When they baseline, you can definitely hit this deep post. Put him on a smart route. You can definitely hit that deep post all day long, and that's a touchdown. If they're in man coverage with no safety help, hit that post route, hit that wheel route. Those are touchdowns. But if you're just trying to be smart, you're just trying to be safe and get the ball off quick, you want to go to like an out route or drag to your tight end, a slant to your tight end. Something to your tight end is especially good, because if he's fast and he's good at route running, he's going to create a lot of separation, because he's not going to get touched off the line. So that's going to be it for this offensive money scheme, guys. Honestly, I don't really run the ball a lot to be like showing you guys sweet money plays, like running the football out of these formations, but I hope you guys do appreciate the pass concepts. I know a lot of you are probably wondering, what about cover 2? All you have to do with cover 2 is attack the middle of the field. So like this play specifically, you will still be able to run this, you know, right here. You can still run it like this, and you can still hit the deep post route. Because if you bring this guy underneath, you have to bring somebody underneath, or all three of those middle linebackers who play those hook zones, they're going to drop back to play the deep post. But if you allow them to have something to occupy them, they will not get to that deep post, and you can throw that all day long, and the middle of the field will be open. I cannot stress to you how terrible cover 2 is. Cover 2 literally will not defend the middle of the field for anything. So you can hit that deep post route. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video, man. So thank you to the 155 subscribers that I have. Thank you to everybody who keeps coming back every day to watch every video I post. You're most appreciated, and you're definitely loved. It's me, your boy Mo. You watch The Real TV, and we're going to get out of here, man.